with Eve, where we are deep into the secret dungeon part of the post-game. Some wee thoughts before we carry on. Thought number one, I have this way too quiet. Thought number two, it occurs to me that they said we unlocked bonus endings, which makes it sound like there is more than one, so it's probably not just, sorry, my mouse is on screen, probably not just this secret dungeon we have to do. There might be like another choice you can make at the Gary, join your mum thing at the end of the main playthrough, so I probably should have made a save back at the place right before that choice. Matter of fact, is it possible for me to... Oh man, it's going all the way. Oh, maybe it's not going to end up in the circular woman. Why is this also blue now? Oh, because it's nighttime back here, right. So I was just curious, are we actually allowed to just go back real quick? And I guess to be fair, I don't actually know that the secret dungeon... I'm sorry? Oh, the mistake is coming out, I see. To be fair, I don't actually know if the end of this dungeon will constitute its own, like, separate ending. I just wanted to know it. Nope, we're not allowed back there, so never mind if I was supposed to have made a save back there, I didn't, and we'll have to play the game again. No worries. I'm not, like, absolutely hardcore dedicated to getting absolutely every ending this game has, if it turns out it has, like, 12 or something. I'd like to see a reasonable smattering of them. Anyway, so we're probably pretty close to the end of the secret dungeon, and we'll be clearing it this episode, but I was thinking, since I'm enjoying this so much and we're so close on the artworks, that I might just go for 100% on them as well, because it's the only Steam achievement this game has. And to a point, it's like, I was thinking about it, when are we gonna, like, come back to this game for an EX playthrough that's gonna be, like, one episode where we get the last few artworks? So I should just do it now. But that may not be this episode. This episode may just be completing the secret dungeon. And, otherwise, notes-wise, the wonderful Matthew the 13th Bard in the comments has kindly informed me it's pronounced Guertena, I think. So my apologies for saying it wrong the entire game. Takes it maybe a little further away from Gary being secretly Guertena, but it could still be Gary Guertena. It's just so close. Maybe, you don't know. I mean, it's a game with only 4 named characters. You'd think they would... It feels pointed that 2 of them have the first, like, few noises be the same in their name. Right! The other notes I had in there were actually the things I just said, so never mind about, like, the multiple endings and everything. But let's carry on with here. So, did we just got all of them, right? We just have to look at this now, I assume? Guertena. Oh! Well, now that's interesting. I don't know how close we are to the end of this, but it feels, like, pretty dang. Like, we might be, like, 5 minutes away. Guertena! Is it really the man himself? Well, part of him, it would seem. I heard Guertena didn't leave any self-portraits. It's not a portrait. It's alive! Let's just walk up into it. Sure, why not? Sounds safe and good. Final stage. Oh, well, the thing is, the door closed behind me, so I guess it very much is the final stage. Let's put another save on, why not? Yeah, boink! Yeah, more of this, like, red wire stuff used to, like, keep a piece together, just like with the couch. A black bed. Let's look at it. The smell somehow reminds me of home. Gary, any thoughts? Let's get it out. Wait a moment, Eve. This bed gives me a bad feeling. I think we should stay away. Okay, I'm with you there, then. What would you propose we do instead? No, but Gary told me we shouldn't, didn't he? Oh no, don't tell me the only ending of this, like, secret dungeon is a bad one. I wouldn't like to hear that. It kind of sounds like I'm going to go to sleep forever and become one of the artworks. But there's a whole door. Oh, sorry, I didn't even notice this was open over here. Oh, right, cool. Yeah, let's not. I'm with you there. Oh, it just loops back into here, huh? Fascinating. Well, you know that thing I was talking about earlier about being like, the other ending? Who even worries about it? This is so interesting because RPG Maker MV lets you do diagonals, but the normal control scheme in this game doesn't. The only time you can go diagonal is if you brush up against one of these, like, diagonal walls, which is so weird. It's so trippy when it finally happens. Right, well, like, we're now just, like, back into this part of the exhibit with this staircase gone, but the spooky bed unlocked. So tell you what, now that we've done that, let's try and do the normal way and see if there's a third option, or if there's something beyond Gary. And failing that, we'll go sleep in that bed. I didn't realize we were quite that close to having finished it, actually. I thought there was gonna be, like, one more room full of puzzles and stuff. This choice is still the same. This is looking like it's probably gonna all play out more or less the same way then. Then what were the bonus endings we were told of? Because I can only think of one more, which is that bed. Oh, ours found 128 of 150, so I guess Guertena and maybe this bed thing also count as one. Well, let's have a day nap. No, Gary. Oh, never mind. I thought that was going to be a choice there. Wait, hang on, but that means I haven't found a different ending yet, doesn't it? Because that secret dungeon was just to round out this, then. Oh, so wait. The secret endings, I haven't found one. I thought I only found one, and I was like, well, there must be 2. But it turns out I haven't found one. I may have to look some stuff up in a minute. I was thinking I was much closer to this than I was. Unless on a second playthrough, the bad ending going with Eve's mum is different somehow. No, that's not new either. It's the only 2 I have are Memories, Crannies, and Eve All Alone. I thought for sure there would be way more to that whole thing. Now I'm all lost and confused and stuff. Concierge, could you help me? Ask any time if there's something you don't know. Yes, thank you very much. How do I get the other endings? Okay, Abyssal Space works found 16 of 18. Question mark, question mark, question mark, works found 3 of 4. Meaning this whole thing. Oh, okay. Mary. So this is not all about one place, but about different story beats. So there's something significant I'm missing here. Okay. That helps. Sort of. Oh, hello.
The title of the center painting depends on the title you give.
Oh? 5 hours earlier, 5 hours later. The center painting. Just after death. Oh, so if I'd done the 5 hour, if I changed it to 5 hours earlier, then they would have been all like alive and stuff.
Take it easy.
Oh, thank you. You too. Tweet, tweet. Sure thing, sure thing. I'm not seeing what I'm missing here just yet. Unless it's... they want me to get the other variations on this. I don't see like a blank spot on the wall anywhere or anything. Oh, interesting. Okay, 3 of the curtains are down in this place, so I guess that's the ones, those are the things we're missing here. Ugh. You can change the lives paintings to the bloody versions. But I guess I just never saved after trying the other curtains. Is that the idea of why I'm missing these? Cortana's exhibition is all done, though. If I wanted the artwork then, maybe it'll be like a portrait of her parents or something. It looks like I'm missing the smoking one, and then something else that's on a podium. Oh, is this the tent, maybe? Here's a portrait of our parents. Please don't hurt me, Porcupus. Or Porcupine. 2 spaces here. Could I, like, make them sad if I... oh, or no, I guess I can re-examine them once they're happy, and I just didn't choose to. Maybe that's what's going on there. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll... oh, what do the eyes mean, by, if anything? Or are the eyes only on the post-game stuff? I guess maybe that's it. Tell you what, let me go try and swoop up some of the paintings, like the art pieces we're missing. And maybe something will come to me about how to get another ending in that time. So first up, those curtains. Fortunately, it'll go even faster this time without having to check all the walls for any wall that might be a black wall. Yes, I'm well aware on your stance. Howie. Oh, do you only see the Eve hanging from the ceiling if you've examined this banner? Like the one in the crayon world? Is that the idea, maybe? So having looked at all those curtains, has that rounded up my yellow exhibit? Yes, it is. Okay. I didn't think I had to save. Because it autosaves so much, I was assuming that it was updating my, like, global paintings found more frequently than it was. Right. Good. I mean, I'm now bleeding from everywhere, but fine. What next? Someone smoking and then the tent or whatever was on this podium. Cheers. That was close. Almost died like an idiot there. Also, sorry, I feel like the game's lagging a lot today for some reason, and I don't know why. Ow. Right, because all it says is we don't know the second word of that, so even if I had examined it before, without Gary, I can't know the title. I guess I think this one also has a name I don't understand. Right, okay. Because I definitely examined it a bunch of times. How did that lady in the painting get into this room if Gary has the key anyway? I only just noticed her mouth goes to say eep. And that's hilarious and adorable. Perhaps I should have tried talking to Gary in the rooms where I thought there should be something more. First of all, tell me what
Gary, I know that there's something chasing us, but, like, my education's really taken a hit since I came to this haunted gallery, so do you think you could perhaps explain?
It means for a second chapter of the cloth, let's go, Eve!
Okay, thank you.
For a second means to be left behind! Like you're going to be in a minute! We don't catch up! Smoking aristocrat. There we go, now we know. Red zone complete, surely. I was thinking we were missing all kinds of, like, secret rooms and stuff, but clearly I just didn't didn't have Gary explain some of these to me, because that should be red zone complete now. Boosh! Gray area. I think the only two I'm missing are re-examining the happy groom and bride. Probably. I was so much faster with it this time. Go me. Blessed bride and blessed groom. Jobs are good in there too, I take it. Indeed, indeed. Oh, look how happy they are. All right, violet area. We're missing a whole lot here. What could I be missing, though? Just a bunch of paintings. Oh, I probably just didn't have Gary read them to me either. It is genuinely all just paintings that are wall-mounted. I probably read them as Gary, but not as Eve. That's probably what it is. Room with cat? Oh, that's so cool that she goes, like, translucent-ish, transparent if you're in front of the numbers. That's just smart game design right there. This is no time to be sitting around. I guess you're right. Ah, yes, and the comment's very own Emily was suggesting that probably the reason why not shoving right through these mannequins is a good idea is because if he shoves them, they'll probably break and then we die. I hadn't thought about that before she said it, but that's probably why it is. I only picked it because it gave me the option, so I was like, I guess it must be important for some reason not to shove them. So thank you for that. I've got a bad feeling one of like the secret endings has to do with like how I respond to the questions in the interim. Like I have to pick a very certain way each time. Like there might be some kind of alternate ending if you tell Mary I would leave the gallery with you or whatever. I'll probably have to look it up though, because I don't really want to try trial and error every single dialogue choice in the game. The Force of Quarrel. I don't remember that title. Like, it occurs to me that there are a number of these choices. Some of them are just like, how did you feel about that, Eve? Were you scared or did you handle it all right? And some of them are like, be an asshole to Gary or be nice to Gary. Or even if not being an asshole, it's like, answer more in line with Mary's way of thinking, answer more in line with Gary's way of thinking, or whatever. Like, there are a lot of dialogue choices that are like that, so it kind of has the feel that there may be some, like, Mary ending where if you, like, lean towards her in every answer you can. And then it all could just be flavor text, you never know. So I guess the ear and the telltale mouth are like linked. Hence, I heard Mary's secret, and then it starts whispering it over up top. There are pebbles inside. What even is this? Oh, interesting. The key is not where I found it earlier. Oh dear. That's not good. That's very not good. Oh no. I thought it always showed up the place I was looking for. I should never come to this gallery. Stop confusing me like this. Ah. Interesting. Never seen that. I assume that's just game. Oh. Interesting. Wait, so I guess... Oh. I didn't think that would be an alternate way for things to go. How does that work? I guess... Gary doesn't come to save Veeb, and so she dies? That's so. Oh, sure. Sometimes. Yeah, exactly. Do you hear someone talking? Very rarely, you understand. I just ran out, you see. Oh, I love it. Quite a lot, in fact. But I can't really find the time for it. Oh, are they just, like, chill? Gary? You're such an interesting girl, you know that? I feel like I could talk to you about all of my worries. Oh, that doesn't look good. I've never heard that before. Could you tell me more? No, I won't tell anyone. Your secret's safe with me. It is interesting, though, because it's totally random where the key shows up, right? Unless there was some indication that I missed the first 2 times and just got lucky with. So it's weird that they would punish you for something that you couldn't know. What? I don't believe it. Really? Are you for real? Because that's disgusting. Who'd do that to a girl? If I saw that happening, I'd tell them off for sure. Something troubling you? I know the feeling. Sometimes you just feel helpless. You know you can't run away, but still nothing works out for you. I wonder why. Yes, that works too. And I wouldn't have to think. Just forgetting all the bad things. Oh, yes, exactly. He keeps talking to himself. Is this really Gary? Something's wrong with him. Maybe it's a fake? I mean, the real Gary wouldn't be in a place like this, right? Eve? Oh. Huh? Gary! Eve? Eve, why are you here? No way! I don't really know what's going on, but... What were we doing again? Whoa! Eep? I'm not too sure why, but it seems I had you worried. Sorry about that, Eep. No worries, buddy, no worries. Oh, interesting. This is an entirely different branch to this. All right, then. I'd like to say that we need to press ahead, but my memory's a bit jumbled up, and I can't remember what I was doing. Well, I don't really need to remember, do you? Now that we're back together and all. I suppose that's true, but I feel like I'm forgetting something important. I wonder what it was. Anyway, let's go. There's a staircase upstairs we haven't taken. All right, then. Let's give it our best. Right on. I've somehow made it to an alternate path. Although I can't help but note. I was just about to say I can't help but note there's no book anywhere. Let's say if this is a separate path. Well, this is what I wanted, is getting new endings and also getting a chance to read all these things. I suppose I'll never truly understand this one. Oh, did you forget about what just happened, maybe? All, like, everything you did down here. Sorry, I don't want to go in this room anymore. That is fair. I was able to rotate this earlier, but it seems it won't anymore. Fascinating. I've gone up to 139, so clearly a bunch of the ones I'm reading right now are just like the ones that Eve didn't know about priorly, but we were missing like 6, weren't we? There are 3 more. Let's see if the location on the walls helps any. I mean, it's like right in between these two, which were both on Gary's level, so it's like I should be able to just go and read them as Eve. Well, I see 1, 2. Oh, so only 2 on the walls. Oh, so the other one's gonna be some like interactive thing, huh? Uh-oh. If Gary the blue doll, it seems a doll with a head will appear. I don't know if the number of spaces actually corresponds to the letters. Oh, I guess it could be if Gary hit the blue doll in past tense. So maybe that's what they're telling me is what I'm missing is if something new if Gary kicks the doll. Let me just give that a try. But also I'm on an entirely different story path here. So I wonder if that just means Mary will betray us like later, like maybe she'll shove us in at the toy box and that's when we split up, or if this is an entirely different thing where I'll have a choice like go with Mary, go with Gary kind of thing. You know what? I accidentally hit it's cute instead of I want to pet it on the rabbit thing. I wonder if that changed anything. Like that consequently I was like more in favor of Mary, and so that's why Gary couldn't find the key. Because the previous 2 times the key was in the same place. Maybe that was just crazy RNG, but anyway, I just consider that's basically the only thing I did significantly differently. I was assuming if I kicked the doll, I would just die. Yeet! These stupid dolls! Out of my way! It hurts, it hurts. Oh my, oh dear. I don't like that. A doll head lies in the ground. It's all your fault my head came off. Oh my. Let's see how that changes things. It's probably not the save I want to carry on with, really. Hey, are you on a treasure hunt I want to play too? Oh, same as before. Treasure hunting is fun, I found treasure too. That's more or less what it said before, right? Rip some more out of it, why don't you? We haven't done enough damage. Are there more dolls than before or something? I can't remember now. It's like there's supposed to be some clue with the ones that are hanging from the ceiling as to which one will have the key. Either that or it's just completely random. I don't know. Does the doll in here look any different, I wonder? Well, like red paint starts dripping. That's new, I think. I caught my finger on something interesting. What's up with hair? There are bugs inside. Oh, the key is here. Too late. Interesting. I assume that's mostly the difference is that that doll is headless at past that point, I suppose. I'll abandon that save at the moment and oh, okay, here we go. Mary, you dropped something. What? This rose. Don't touch that! Mary, what's that you're holding? Give it back! Hold on, Mary, don't touch it! This is my rose! Wait, keep that away! Okay, so it turns out the same way at this point anyway. Interesting. Mary, it's as I thought. Yeep, listen, I remember now. I saw a portrait of Mary in a collection of Gortana's works. You might not believe it, but Mary isn't human. I think she's one of Gortana's creations, just like those women in paintings who chase after us. Eve looks very displeased with this arrangement. I didn't notice how normally she acted, but I think it's dangerous to stay with her. It's unfortunate, but we should leave this place quickly. Right. From that point, it is more or less the same. So all I should have to do here is have Gary read me some of these things. This painting was on the floor below as well. But if you really think about it, isn't it contradictory to have two of one flesh? Ah, well, maybe it's not that deep. I suppose there's always that opportunity. This umbrella looks familiar. This painting was also on the floor I was on. It was quite surprising to find it actually rotated. Skin and Squama. Say, wasn't this painting on display at the exhibition as well? Oh yeah, now you mentioned it was. It left quite an impression, so I remember it clearly. Yeah, I can see that. If you look closely at the palette, it almost seems like it has a face on it. Yeah, at the top, there was a little face, like, decal. Illusion. Guardian of the Door. Didn't we see a work similar to this before? It looks a bit like the clock one, I guess. Oh, that's right. I was quite taken aback at how casually you gave it a pedal leap. Sorry. How do we feel about that collectibles counter? Are we feeling like I got them all now? Well, it's I think I got one more. Can he help me with anything this way? Right. This place is amazing. It's like you're really under the stars. But taking a closer look, it's just jewelry hanging from a wall with a painted night sky. Silly me. I was beginning to think they were floating by some mysterious force. The gleam of ores and stars. Is that one more, maybe? Oh, it's two more. Grand. That's good news, because that's all three, then, that I was missing before this point, I think. I don't know what they were. Let me go see if I can find it out. Oh, no, not quite. Brown area 14 and 16. Brown area was already... Oh, wait, is that part of the brown area? Oh, okay, some of this is brown area. I see. Oh, of course. Yeah, brown area is up on the floor with where Mary and Eve were kicking about. Of course, there's the kind of separate areas. Silly me. The Gleam of Ores and Stars. So I probably just hadn't checked that with Gary and Eve in the party. Oh, that's trippy. It, like, loops around to the other side. Right, well, that's good. That still means I've made progress here, hugely. We're down to the final 10. Or 8, really. I'm still missing 2 downstairs that should have paintings here. Okay, so the doll head was counting as 1, it would seem. But the other 2 should just be some paintings on the wall, according to this. Weird. You'd think if they were also, like, route-specific based on what choice you made, like this doll head was, that'd give me some more indication. So it should just be sitting there. There are 7 remaining, actually, not 8. Just sitting somewhere in the violet area. Oh, examine the palette, maybe? I don't know. Oh, maybe examining the heart with the thing. I mean, let me just examine everything real quick. With both of them in the party. Maybe the downstairs rotation is also something they need to examine together. Oh, I thought it did. That do anything for you, collectibles? 145. Okay, apparently something I looked at in there did it. Good. Let's have a look at which ones it was. I was assuming before, since the autosave shows you the artworks counter, that it was going to update the global like count of how many you found across all files, but I guess because it gets replaced with a different autosave later. That's Violet complete! Yeah, I guess the palette was 1. No, it couldn't have been, because we saw 2 missing things, right? One of which was Marvelous Night over here, and the other one was... yeah, the painting with the heart. Okay, right. So I was just not examining stuff with everyone in the end. Oh god, that's so gruesome. I'm sorry, doll, I didn't want to, but they told me, they suggested that I had to for 100%, even if you are a kind of horrible murder doll. Sorry. And so the 5 we're missing, they're gonna all be in the post-game stuff, right? 20, there are 2 in the orange area. Are these gonna be the, stuff in the dark? Oh no, you're here. Mouse's true form. Mistake, but it's in the same sort of area, the one we're missing. Is it mistake with the person missing? And likewise, is the light within the canvas, do I also have to examine the unlit one somehow? And past those 2, we're missing 2 in the abyssal space. I guess just try the 5 hours earlier version. And we'll get another version of this as well. Because there's no obvious, like, blank space where something else is missing. As for what we're missing here, I don't know. I guess it'd be a painting of Gary somehow. Maybe? Let's just proceed in the file I've got here and see if any of it makes sense. If I don't figure it out, I probably will just look it up just in case it is something like there's a Mary ending where you, like, don't side with Gary at any point. And there's some specific dialogue choices you have to make. Just because at that point I would be guessing. Pretty hard. But otherwise that should more or less mean I don't have to do anything really special till we get to ye old, Black Zone, or whatever we're calling it. Secret dungeon stuff. Oh, it was about to give me a now loading, was it? Yeah, the Hang Deep does appear here. I guess it's because it depends on if you've checked that, curtain or not. Fascinant, which makes sense that I would have missed it the second time, because I wasn't really, hanging around and checking everything. I don't know what it is with this game today, but it's not that it's like an egregious load time or anything, which is it clearly didn't happen before. So for some reason it's struggling more today. But I find it funny that it's just like, well, I'll give me the odd like 2 frames of a loading bar. Considering the journal closed after all that. Think anything happens if I try and examine it? Just not the time for that, I see. By the way, we never have tried ripping the painting when we get up to this next bit halfway. I mean, I assume it's just like, you can't rip it with your bare hands. You'll have to burn it. Since the thing really is the roses peeking out of it, I assume. Oh, she actually ran with a bit more urgency this time. Let's rip the painting.
It's fits you tightly in the frame.
Okay, burning it is, then. That was a little different, wasn't it? When I offered it to him, he said, well, I guess I'll borrow it. Oh, and isn't this real lace? I wouldn't want to make this dirty. Too late, unfortunately. Oh, well, I'll be borrowing this then. Thank you, Eve. I wonder what I did to make him take it. Something to do with having left him behind earlier, maybe? Or maybe we got closer to him somehow else, or something? I don't know. Nothing, let's head outside. But he took my handkerchief. That is new.
Pile of various books.
Is this a book about minerals? And this one's a storybook. How to make friends. Mary should have read that before she tried to stab us. There are photos of cakes and such. I wonder if anything changes with the fact that Gary's got my handkerchief. All right, so let me just give myself a refresher of what I should probably be looking for in the last few of these things. 2 paintings probably in the same room as the mistake friend. Although I'm pretty sure we did look at the mistake portrait after they'd left. But it's saying there are going to be 2 things hanging on the wall in that sort of area. Maybe it's the mistake once the person left and the candle before it's lit. I don't know. Let's just examine them carefully. All the base game stuff is complete, though, it looks like. And this one has the feel that the other portrait will be of Gary via some alternate ending. Interesting, as soon as I went through the upper door here, the eye closed. Nope, the unlit candle wasn't one. By the way, just out of curiosity, is it possible to do this? I guess I can just do this without stepping on the rose. It's probably fine. I suppose maybe if there's some way to get in there, I could examine that thing on the wall. Oh, cool. If you don't step on the rose outside, he says it pains me to step on a rose thing here. It almost has the feel there's some way to, like, get rid of all this stuff. Or maybe you can go through the anthill somehow. Or perhaps there's just a few other things I could examine in here that I didn't, or something. I don't think I suppose I never was really, like, super thorough around here. How interesting, this thing is in a different place. Maybe does having this thing on your head let you interact with the paintings in a different way or something weird? Like the thing on my head will take a grape or something? Seemingly not. Maybe now that this one's following us around, going in here, something's changed? Oh yeah. So this one's the same, but under Halcyon Skies has changed to become Teeming Night Sky. There we go. That's one. Maybe the hard-to-wake man is also awake now or something. Like, it's something about it being nighttime has changed one of the other works. Come to think of it, this white ant portrait over here probably isn't the one we're missing, because the one we're missing, according to the true exhibition, has like a... It's got a placard below it. Oh, seriously? We're not counting that as a new one? Or... Oh no, we are, okay. I did the autosave, just hasn't caught up with me. I see. Oh, that's also part of it then. The autosave isn't every room like I thought. Night Owl Man. Ah, okay. So just it being nighttime changed 2 of the titles and I didn't notice. That should be orange complete then, yeah? So it is. Marvelous. So in here we're looking for probably the 5 hours earlier thing, and that will change the Tris After Death to Tris Before Death or something like that. We hope! And then the final one's gotta be somehow involved with a separate ending. I meant to do, like, let's finish all the funky endings and then go back for another episode to do all the artworks, but it's kind of blended into the same thing now, as I'm sort of multitasking and trying to do both. Tris After Death. That skeleton's cape. Why do you suppose it's so ragged? That lower part, that's a real frame, and both are wearing real clothes. I wonder how long it must have taken to make this. The painting is in a different place also. Which makes sense for replayability. Oh, This one didn't, like, fall off. It just gave me the tile. Interesting. I didn't realize this one was riding the bird earlier. It's pretty funny. Poor bird. This is a good birdie. It's a very pretty bird. That's probably about 5 hours earlier, right? I think I'm done. It looks good to me.
It's finished. Now I can go buy something smart.
Yay! I'm so glad you're glad. Bye-bye. I'm sorry.
No, I'm the one who should apologize. Sorry for yelling at you. I panicked when you weren't there. I know, I shouldn't have fallen asleep like that. Sorry, Heap. You're not hurt, are you? Good. Well then, let's get going.
No, hey, no worries, compadre.
What the? Was it just given a title? You say you went inside this painting, and there was a tile? Normally I would never believe that, but it seems entirely plausible here. I'm glad you're safe at any rate.
Thanks, Gary. Any new artwork from that? Yes, we got 2 new ones. Oh, maybe I just never examined either of the later or earlier ones. 5 hours earlier, 5 hours earlier, 5 hours later, and 5 hours later. Right. So Truce After Death does not actually change. Good, so that's every single one except for this, which I assume has something to do with an alternate ending. Since all the paintings in there are ending related, it would seem. Actually, this one didn't show up anywhere, did it? Oh no, I guess it showed up in the turquoise area. Right. It is very interesting that I don't have my handkerchief anymore, though. I wonder if that changes something past here somehow. Like if Mary will come for me instead of my mother. From the south, I mean. Nope, still her. But I bet now that he's got our handkerchief, what do you want to bet that, like, if I in the real world at this point, he'd be like, oh, by the way, I found this handkerchief. Do you want it, little lady? Or something. Because I still don't have it, but I have his candy. That's weird, right? Someone should be alarmed at this, you would hope. That's a shame Cortina is kind of an obscure artist. We only get exhibits at tiny galleries like this. It'd be nice if more people knew about him, really. I remember that being said earlier.
Excuse me, sir, I think you have my handkerchief. Here's your candy back also.
Oh, that's new, right? My apologies. I shouldn't be dropping such things on you out of the blue, Ebe. Wait, what? Who's Ebe?
I'm Ebe.
What? That's your name? Your name's really Ebe? That's the strangest thing. I mean, this should be our first meeting. It just kind of came out. How odd. But, actually, have we perhaps met somewhere before? My, look at me, asking you such strange things. Never mind what I said. So long. What's this? A handkerchief? Did I always have this? I'm gonna give him the candy, I assume? What? This is yours. My word, it's true. Ebe, your name's on it. But why is it in my pocket? Not only that, there's blood on it. I was wounded on the hand, and a girl gave me her handkerchief. That's it. I was lent this handkerchief by that girl. By Ebe. Ebe, I remember now. Weren't we together back there? How could I have forgotten something so important? We stuck together all the way, traversing that bizarre gallery, being chased by those strange paintings, and meeting Mary, too, right? Ebe, do you remember?
I remember.
Oh, thank goodness. It's honestly hard to believe even now, but it must have happened, right? Ebe, we got back safely. We did it. There's so much more I want to talk about, but I've got to get going. Say, Ebe, is it alright if I keep this handkerchief for a while longer? It wouldn't do to return it as it is. I'll be sure to give it a good clean, and then give it back.
Sure, do you want your candy back?
Because we'll see each other again. That itself probably is some ending. Oh! That's like credits? That was like the actual ending? That kind of is the feeling it has, doesn't it? Huh. Weird. I think I still missed one other painting, though. Oh, it's so cute. She's showing the little painting. Well, there you go. I mean, if ever that was a way to there was an ending we were going to get that would close things, that'd be the one. Although if there is one more painting I have to get by doing something else horrible, then I guess I'll go back and do that real quick. Interesting though. So wait, that's weird, because on the second playthrough, I'm pretty sure I did, that's him right before he got his rose stolen. I'm pretty sure I did try to give him the handkerchief, so was it because he got messed up in the doll room that he let me do that? I don't actually know what I did differently from the second to third playthrough, or even the first to third playthrough, to make it so that him having the handkerchief was an option for us to get this sort of nicer ending. Because this is basically like the first ending we got, except Gary and Eve don't seem to stay connected in some way or another. We're gonna remain friends. Oh, that's so sweet! And I've got his candy and everything. Bye, Gary! Ending, promise of reunion. That's a much nicer ending. We're gonna like stay in touch and whatever. Bond over our shared trauma of guillotines. Well, how cute! Unless that alone just gets us the final artwork piece. It still is only one new ending, so I assume there's one more bonus ending I've yet to get. Oh, I see. If you find all the artwork then, here's a promise of reunion. Right on. That's good thumbnail material right there. And this presumably is some other awful thing. But these are the bonus endings that I take it. Because we are still missing... Oh, this over here. Well, that's definitely the ending I want to end on. So I'll bear that in mind. All right, so I'll probably look up what to do to get that last one in a minute. Let me just try one quick run of the game, though, where I'm just, like, mean to Gary, and anytime there's an option to side with Mary at that point, I also do that. And see if that does anything. And just be, like, mean and dismissive to Gary, and maybe there's some ending where we join Mary for some reason. But the fact that he kept the handkerchief, it does suggest that within the logic of the game world, we literally did get swept away in that painting. It's not just like, like a metaphysical representation of Eve as a child coming face to face with existential ideas in an art gallery. We literally got sucked into like a magic world. Granted, now that I think about it, getting that ending didn't add anything to the gallery. So it might be that I'm missing one painting that we could have gotten somehow else, and an extra ending. I don't know. But considering everything in that question mark category was to do with an ending, there was the bed, or at least a part of the game. Like a branch of it, so to speak. There was the fabricated world painting, there was the burned Mary painting, and then there was the black bed. Guessing every single wrong one. Oh, right, I already checked. I'm gonna die. Let's just pretend that didn't happen. I was like, I could have sworn I already checked this one. Why is it so covered? I must be the only idiot to ever die in this portion of the game. Curse my short-term memory. Doesn't seem necessary right now. Tap him on the shoulder. Stop!
Hey Gary, why don't you touch this obviously dangerous thing? Is this too a piece of art? Oh, it's in a rather annoying position. Let's get this out of the way, shall we? Ow! Oh, what was that? It's alive? Hey, we shouldn't touch this thing. It has extending spikes of some kind.
Sure does, buddy.
Why not porcupine? Porcupus. Yes, I suppose we ought to respect the artist's intentions for what it's worth. Cortana certainly uses some odd words, though. I don't wonder you need help understanding them.
Oh my god, I did it so much easier this time. I'm learning. He's learning. He's a learning computer, everyone. Look at him go. Wait. No, that's fine. 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 It's fine. Because we do that. Oh, in the skull's left hand. Oh, is it a random one each time? Oh. Or does it have something to do with the choices you made earlier? Fascinant. That is on its left hand, but whatever. Give it a good old kick, Gary. Yee. I know I told you to do it, but you didn't have to do it so loud.
See, it's just a mannequin. Let's get going, Eve.
Okay, right you are. Oh, there were mannequins right outside there. Oh, there's a mannequin head hanged on the right side there. Oh, it's covering all in blood. Do you know what we did, Gary? We can no longer heal in this place.
Eve, I don't think there's any more to find here. Let's leave now.
Earlier, a visitor was found damaging one of the displays. If you see them, please report to staff at once.
Huh? The poster's coming off the wall.
Give it a pull. Hanged Gary. Oh, my.
Vase is filled with red fluid.
Probably putting the rose in there bad, but I'm just curious.
What are you doing? That's clearly dangerous, isn't it?
You can't tell me what to do. Okay, fine. The gallery is like a spooky amusement park with lots of peculiar things. It's so much fun playing here. The day's over before you know it. Isn't it a fantastic place? Why don't you join me here? You'll never be lonely with all this company. This is reminding me a lot of the Dark Pictures games where I just do a run where I'm a jerk. It hurts a similar amount to be so mean to Carrie. I'm sorry, Gary. But there's an artwork we need. Gary, I think Gary would, of all people, would understand the value in completing an art gallery. I could just sit on the couch. I see. I thought that would be a lot more destructive if you did. Give him a good old shove, Gary.
Go ahead. What could go wrong?
Out of the way.
Now let's hurry.
Right. Maybe something else will hurt us more along the way, since we damaged it. Still stops time for us. You know, I didn't immediately do anything bad, so I wonder if maybe, like, it's working toward a worse ending or something. If you keep doing awful things and making problems for Gary.
I feel fine. Really? Thank goodness. But don't push yourself, alright? You might faint again.
I don't know, maybe that was something he'd like to hear, if there is such a thing in this game. So far, nothing huge has changed. Like, he's still being nice to me and giving me the candy and stuff. But I certainly have more opportunities to be rude to him. Let's not give him his coat. Let's just leave. And take my rose. Alright. Let's go.
Eve, are you ready to set out again? I'm ready. Okay, let's get going then. Oh, hold on a moment.
Like, it feels like maybe the fact that I didn't bring him his coat will, like, hamper our relationship somewhat or something, if that is even a system in this game.
Sorry to keep you. Now let's go.
It's not that I know that for a fact, it's just that there are so many choices where it feels like that is a system in this game. The secret passage opens up, like, right here, right? Yeah, I guess it's just not a thing right now. This is a bit weird, too. Also, there's, like, just one part that's, like, shadowy here. Feels odd somehow. So I guess I'm not... You could take that as a sort of rude answer, but I mean, Eve also is a girl with a spirited sense of humor, even at the darkest times, it would appear, so he might just take it as a joke, but I think saying nothing whatsoever is probably the meanest thing he could do.
Eve? Are you there? Oh no, what do I do? Oh no, you're there. You should have said something, you got me so worried. Still, this is a problem.
Question is, should I be I guess if we're trying, if I'm assuming that there's some ending where I leave with Mary, I should be nice to Mary where possible, I guess. So I shouldn't say nothing when she introduces herself.
Nice to meet you too!
So I'll go with her and say, it is cute. Right, I forgot I needed to get the key. Does it just happen at a random time that it falls off, or do I have to, like, walk to this side? Oh, do I have to read this thing, maybe? It seems to just happen whenever it wants. Now, scary. We'll be fine. Mary's right. I mean... Maybe I say I doubt it? You're right, nah, it wouldn't work, but I think I'll hold on to this, okay? I'm assuming the most important choice I'm making here will be this one up ahead, where she asks who I would leave with. I guess there are a few choices I can make here. So is Gary your dad? Nope, or he's a stranger. He's a stranger is like a little more cold and distant than just the straight up factual, no, he's not my dad. So let's try, he's a stranger. Oh, really? So you met here? Huh. Is your mom nice, Eve? I guess maybe we still answer... I don't know. I guess this could be a veiled one of, like, this is referring to Mary here, and if you say yes, Mary is happier. Let's just say yes. Ah, lucky you. I want to see your parents again soon too, right? Right, huh? Hey, Zoe, if only two of us could get out of here, what would you do then? I'd leave with you, Mary. Really? Oh, I'm so happy. I want to leave with you too, Eve. And once we get out, we'll play all sorts of games. Eat lots of candy, visit so many places. I can't wait. Let's make sure we leave together, okay? Promise. Interesting. Although that feels pretty bad to do to Gary, considering how much he's been looking out after Eve this whole time. Looking out for more than looking after. She's been taking care of him too. They've been quite the team. So I'm just wondering if that alters things, like when, in a minute, when Gary's all like, "Get away from Mary, Eve!" If maybe Eve will believe Mary instead, and she'll be like, "I gotta run away with you," and, whatever. Let's see. Just move it out of the way, though. I could have Gary be nice, I just have to have Eve be mean to Gary. By the way, do we have any reaction to seeing the heart disappear? Huh? I thought we changed this one, though. Oh, well. Now that the thorns are down, as these two I can check in here. But this just says this, we can't push it yet. Which I feel like Mary probably could push it. But it just doesn't feel like it. I have no idea if it matters at all whether Gary gets this right or not, so I'll just save before doing it. I guess there's the same amount of them as there were before. Interesting. Some text appeared on the wall. Welcome to our home. Okay, I should not have taken the time to read that. Interesting. I do wonder what I did those first two times to make it so that it was easy to find the key. Or either that, or I just had like crazy good luck. It's not clear whether that totally changes the trajectory of the story hugely, though, I suppose. I guess we'll slap him one time extra. Man, it's crazy how just like tilting her head down slightly gives the character, like the visual aspect of the character, a huge degree of tragedy. She looks like an 8 times sadder character when she puts her head down like that. That's so heartbreaking. And again! Wake up, you idiot! Ow! What do you think you're doing, Ebe? No way! He's back! Ebe! And Mary, too. What's going on? And where even is this place? Why are we all here in the first place? Alright, and the rest of this progresses as normal. Oh, the thing he was forgetting was Mary, I guess. Hence why it took him a minute to be like, "Hey, Mary, are you part of the exhibit or what?" So will this change this scene at all? Will Eve step in to defend Mary since I've been siding more with her? Seemingly not. Oh, that was new. Sorry, I skipped past it, but Gary found us. Eve, open your eyes. I hear Gary's voice. Eve! Oh, thank goodness. Are you alright? Does anything hurt? Everything hurts. I don't have my red rose. You must have let it slip out of your hand when you fell. But it should be somewhere in this room. Let's find it quickly. Curious, the key is not where it was formerly. I guess maybe you have to find the rose first. Oh, interesting. Never mind, the key is just over here. Ooh, what's this? A present for me? Oh. Yeah, it's so pretty! Can I have it? Oh, thank you! It can't be. Mary! Oh, even Gary! Did you find it what you were looking for? But anyway, looky, I just got given this. Isn't it pretty? Mary, that rose. Huh? Oh, you mean this is Eve's? I thought I'd seen it before. Mary, please, give that back to Eve. What should I do? Eve, you want this back? Never mind. What are you saying, Eve? That rose is like your life here. Mary, please. Well then, want to trade Gary's rose? Gary's rose is blue, right? I like red and all, but I like blue even more. See? That's why this doll is blue too. Isn't she cute? Even Eve said she was cute earlier. So, want to trade? Sarah or Gary? I don't really know which of these is the worst thing to do. stare, I guess.
Please don't give me that look, Eve. Don't worry, I'll be fine. Just leave it to me.
Fine, it's a deal. Please, hand over Eve's rose in exchange for mine. Really? Sure.
Yes.
Yay! Such a pretty color!
Careful with it.
Are you mad? I'm sorry, or thank you.
Are you mad? Why? I have no reason to be mad at you. I mean, it's not your fault, Eve. Don't worry about it, alright?
As for my rose,
Well, we'll just cast Mary and get it back. Let's do our best. I know we're almost there.
interesting. It does feel like I've done worse, though, here, doesn't it? Like I've made things worse.
What? The air feels cold.
Interesting, my rose isn't damaged this time from the fall.
What's with these things?
Eve, let's hurry toward the exit. Okay. Loves me. Oh, she's ripping the petals off. Loves me not. Loves me.
Eve. Wait. Hey, Eve. Sorry, but could you go on ahead? I'm sorry. I don't really know what to say. I don't want to lie to you, but I don't want to tell you the truth either. As soon as I'm ready to go again, I'll come running. Go on ahead. Go on ahead.
Oh, okay. Loves me not. Loves me not. Loves me not. Loves me not. Loves me. Yay! Now I can... Oh, he's like dead, huh?
Gary is sleeping. He's holding a lighter.
I guess don't take. I might have to, though. She locked it behind her and everything. Oh, she didn't. And I've got the toy box key. Wait, so I could just leave? Wait, oh my god, there's so many different windy choices all of a sudden. What if I just go? Like a dickhead. Am I even allowed to do the...
The cold air comes up from below.
This whole second dungeon without him? It seems like I am. Weird. I could just ditch Gary to die and do the rest of the game myself. That's horrible. But I mean, presumably, oh, actually, that's interesting. How is some of this going to play out in different and weird ways without Gary? But I also assume the ultimate ending, is a little different. It is a little faster without Gary commenting on everything. Cold though it feels to say. But interesting, so since I can go forward without having burned the Mary painting, I suppose she'll be involved in the other ending somehow, right? Like maybe I can't actually bring her out with me. Which is pretty awful to do considering she straight up tried to kill me and Gary. And Gary's been doing nothing but help the whole time. Not that I didn't like Mary or anything. I'm curious, for instance, what happens in the 5 hours earlier later thing without Gary. Oh, this book's just already here, I see. Oh, I didn't give it the title. Feck. Damn it. What was the last time I saved? Okay, not that far. Somehow I just knew I'd screw that up again. I was just like, do exactly what I did the first time, and I forgot it the first time. I forgot the damn title. I'm not really expecting anything hugely different. Oh, you know what? Except, I was gonna say probably nothing hugely different happens doing this secret dungeon as just Eve, except Gary, I guess, won't stop her from getting into the bed. So that's one secret ending we'll get, and then we'll probably get another different ending by going to the end without Gary, because she'll just jump through the painting herself, or maybe it'll be like jump through the painting yourself or go see Mary. So there could be like 5 other endings we get this way. I'm pretty sure we've already got the one that I would like as our like most canon ending though, which is they agree to see each other again, even Gary do. But just out of curiosity, since we're here and seemingly so close,
Go to the side. This is why they give you a save point right before it. Oh shoot, I thought they did. Okay, they do, good. So you can try it if you're curious, even though it's a very obviously bad idea. Let's sleep on it! Yay! What a safe bed! That feels good. I'm so tired. Eve. Listen closely. Sorry, I heard a familiar voice. Happy birthday, Eve! I'll treat you today. And the cake's topped with your favorite, strawberries. It's your special treat just for today. Congrats, Eve. 9 already. You've grown so fast. That's how old we are. Feels like it was just yesterday. You were the littlest thing. It's your birthday. She still has plenty of growing to do. Isn't that right, Eve? Oh yeah? I'll be looking forward to it. Oh, this? Busted. Well, it's still a little early, but here, a birthday present from me. Go ahead and open it. Open the present. I assume open eyes just like stops this whole thing, but if I keep going, I'll end up in some awful ending where I stay here forever. There's a big stuffed rabbit inside. How's that? There aren't many bunnies that big out there. No, honey, didn't I tell you she was getting too old for stuffed animals? Never too old! I'm sorry, Eve's mum. Would you care to repeat that to Captain Fluffykins, please? We're waiting for an explanation, we are. What about Celia, huh? Are you comfortable just saying that to little Celia?
Don't listen to her, guys. She doesn't know what she's talking about.
Huh? Did you? I did. Eve's room is already full of bunnies as it is. It hardly needs any more. Interesting. Since there was another room full of bunnies. So it's like the fabricated world is based partly on your own memories, huh? Well, but, look, Eve loves it! This is not the time for this argument anyway. Fine. Anyway, that's right. Here's a present from me as well. They didn't coordinate, huh? You're spacing out. It's a handkerchief with your name on it, Eve. I had the people at the store make this for you. A lace handkerchief. Isn't that a little too soon for Eve? It'll be fine. She's so careful with her things that I don't get to buy her new ones very often. That's why I wanted to have good things to begin with. I suppose. Oh, Eve, are you sleepy? It's rare to see you enjoy yourself that much. You must be tired, right? It's rare to see you enjoy yourself. Maybe so. How about you take a little nap, Eve? We'll continue the party when you wake up. Right, that sounds good. Sleep well, Eve. Good night. Bad ending Eve all alone. Oh, interesting. Out of curiosity, if I open my eyes partway through, do I, like, not get lured into that? It's interesting that it's the same bad ending. I guess it makes sense. He is lost alone in the gallery. So if you open your eyes, you just, like, stop that. And you're like, nope, yeet out of there. No thanks. I have a bad feeling about this. Right. And that aside, do we have anything new from over here? I assume if I burn the thing and then I get to the top floor and then Mary just shows up and is like, although she did seem to destroy the blue rose, so I guess Gary won't just like get back up. Point being, I suppose I could kill Mary as well. Just kill everyone. But let's see what happens here. I assume it's like I'll get the chance to jump into the painting without Gary, and then I've left and he's dead. Oh, I guess let's see. We'll just try everything anyway. Yeet! Alley-oop. Oh yeah, there's Mary, so she would have come up and been all like, hey, Eve, do you want to come with me? If I hadn't done that. And I assume, or maybe she would have left with us, I guess it's possible. I assume killing him there, oh, you're in a different place, aren't you? Oh man, I just saw the most adorable little girl walk by. I was like, yeah, like some pretty girl straight out of a painting or something like that. Oh no! I guess she'll be, oh! Uh-oh. Oh, traded places with us? Hey, Mommy, what's for dinner tonight? Come now, Mary. Talking about dinner already? Well, that's because I'm hungry. Welcome back. Oh, we're like siblings in this universe? Hey, I found Eve. My word, Eve, where did you go off to? I hope to take a look around with you. It's all right. Maybe Eve just wanted to see the exhibits by herself in peace. Is that so, Eve? Oh, shouldn't we get going soon? Sounds like Mary's getting hungry. Yes, I'm feeling a bit parched myself. Perhaps we'll drop by a cafe. Yay, cafe! Hear that, Eve? A cafe. I can't wait to see what they have. All right, let's go. Yeah! Oh no, that doesn't feel good at all. Does it categorize that as a bad ending? Oh, it's playing the game over theme. Wasn't the Gortana exhibition wonderful?
Yep, I bet even Mary found it pretty stimulating too, huh?
Yeah, it was the best, right, Eve? There's candy in my pocket.
Oh, candy, gimme!
It's tasty! Hey, Eve, what do you want to play when we get home? I'm getting excited just thinking about it. Promise me from now on, we'll always be together, Eve.
An interesting time to bring that up. Oh, that doesn't feel right at all. Ending together forever. So she straight up replaced Gary in the real world, but also became our sister somehow. I thought Mary was supposed to be more like Gary's age somehow. But Gary seemed like a young adult, like in his 20s or something, and Mary is now seeming like a little closer to Eve's age. So let me try wait for a little longer. I can't believe I just erased Gary from the real world. That's so awful. Wait for a little longer. Is the frame gonna come back? Maybe? Oh yeah, no way out now. Bad ending ball alone? Is that what it's about to say? Oh, interesting. Okay, another way for that to go. I was picturing Mary would come back and something a little more involved would happen there. So, true exhibit, we don't have all of them yet, but we do have the other, like, bonus ending, I suppose. This one. Oh, Mary, hey, how's it going?
Why don't the death of the individuals have heads? Did they leave them somewhere? I wanted to draw them heads, but there's nowhere to draw.
All right, Mary. Interesting idea. So I've clearly gotten some, both of the, I guess these are meant to be the bonus endings that they mentioned that were new, that were unlocked. Again, the Gary one seems to be the most right one, not because it's the least, like, morally bad feeling, but also it was the only one that gave us credit so far. But is it possible to go burn Mary's painting? Because I had the ability to take Gary's lighter from him, right?
The door won't open anymore.
Okay, let me load it again from back here. It would be nice if there was anything that all three of them could get out, but it does not have that feel. I didn't even try picking this up before, did I? Only the stock remains. Mine. Oh, you're holding too many things. Eat the candy, I guess. Nom 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 nom. Interesting. So if I return, I guess if I go back and if I go and do the, well, actually, let me see. If I don't have the candy in my pocket when I go to get the ending I just got, she won't mention, hey, you got candy in your pocket? I'll have that, thanks. I've got his lighter instead. So I assume she'll be all like, hey, is that a lighter in here? Where'd you get that? You know, look at it, they are like the same height, Mary and Eve are.
There's a lighter in my pocket.
Eve?
What's that? A lighter? Come on, you shouldn't be carrying around something dangerous like that. I'll throw this away later.
Right, that's all that changed. But I was just curious how it would change. It's interesting because, I mean, it just shows that they were paying a lot of attention to all the details, because there are very few people who would at that point grab the lighter and then go back and not try the thorns, I would think. I love the idea that she's carrying too much, so she has to eat the candy. It's not that she can just leave it with Gary or like just set it down. She's got to eat it. I mean, to be fair, if I was 9, I would be the same way, probably, but it just is really funny. It's like,
I'm carrying too much stuff, I guess I'll have to.
So I assume this is more or less the same, where she's like, don't get near that painting, and then I burn it.
Eve, what are you doing? Why are you here? And how'd you get into this room? You're not supposed to be here. Please leave now.
No! No! Leave! Okay. Sorry. No can do. So if I now leave, then Mary shouldn't be around either. And I assume Gary doesn't make a miraculous recovery, so this is probably yet another ending. Granted, I should say I don't know how much of this is different because I'm on a second playthrough, and how much of it is different because I was favoring Mary a lot in the earlier conversations. Think he's dead yet? How dead do you think he is? Still just says he's sleeping. Well, maybe he just doesn't know. Can't visualize what death is like. It gets very red when you go up here. I'm pretty sure he's dead, considering there are no more petals on that rose. So I assume it's going to give me the same choice to go in or wait a bit. Wait a bit will probably turn out the same way, where it just the lights dim and it says Ebal alone. But leaving, this probably will be something we haven't seen. Might as well just try the staying, though, just in case there's something different. It is interesting that it categorizes this as a bad ending. It didn't say that about the one where we escaped with Mary, which I guess it's like we still gave someone life. It's just we killed someone to do it. It's like the world's most unusual trolley problem. Kill someone who's alive to make someone else who wasn't alive priorly alive? Or just leave things as they are?
Oh.
Oh.
Eve, I've been looking all over for you. How could you just run off on your own? I said I'd catch up, didn't I? Come now, I was so worried. Anyway, Eve, I think I found some kind of exit. It's not here, it's over there. Let's go check it out, alright?
Presumably this is another Eve all alone situation where if I go with him, we just die, but let's see it. Both ways this can go.
Okay. I knew you were a good kid, Eve. Alright, let's go.
Off we go then. Like the frame didn't even come back. It's just like, yeah, you died, okay? Let's just be sure. Interesting. So when they call it bad ending Eve all alone, that's like the ultimate end of that, but there are like 8 different ways, like 4 or 5 different ways that can play out. And if we leave without him, then presumably neither Gary nor Mary is right in the real world. So we've just killed a man, and that's all we've achieved today. Killed a man and denied a woman potential life.
No way! Huh? But why not? You might finally be able to get out of here. We can go back through this painting? How could you know for sure? Come on, let's go. Come with me.
Eve?
No way!
It's hard to imagine you, Gary, ever being that forceful, so. That's how I know you're fake, not from any of the other stuff. You don't have anything new to say, because you didn't see Mary go by. Oh, God! Forgotten portrait.
It depicts a sleeping man.
Interesting. Oh, Eve. There you are. I was looking all over for you. How about we look around together? We came as a family, after all. Was it formerly the Hanged Man here, maybe? Your mother said as much herself. She's waiting for us downstairs. I wonder if anything different would have happened if I had just gone over to the stairs. Eve, this way. Right. Are we just going to categorize that as simply bad ending Gary all alone or something like that? Ending Forgotten Portrait. Oh. You don't think that's a bad ending, game? I can't help but feel pretty bad. Was that by chance the missing painting? It was, actually. Forgotten Portrait. Oh, there we go. So, did we get the achievement? It's still locked. So maybe there's some other thing I'm supposed to do in here. Oh, one here. The Works of Gortana. Ah. There's your achievement. A little delayed on the sound cue, but alright. An interesting selection of elements from the game to include in this picture. I recognize them all, though. The 4 on the left are all from that one grave room. Oh, Eve, how's the Gortana exhibition? So many paintings, it's almost an ordeal to look at them all. But it's nice to take your time and just appreciate art like this sometimes. I guess so.
Don't you feel a lot of artists are oddballs that you can never really tell what they're thinking? I guess they must see the world quite differently from the average person.
Maybe so, Gary, maybe so. It does sound then like there is no way to get all 3 of them out, which I might have expected. Which is sad, even still. There's some art missing. No, there isn't. Here you may peruse all the Gortana artwork that you have seen on your adventure. Well now, Lady Eben seems to have collected every one of Gortana's works. Congratulations and a job well done, truly. The artwork will be waiting here for you anytime.
Thank you. That's really nice of you. I'm gonna go unkill Gary if it's okay with you.
Certainly, until our next meeting, Lady Eve. Fare thee well. Last thing I want to check before we close it out, though. If I do the thing I just did, the forgotten painting thing, but I don't look at the painting, I just go straight downstairs, is it any different? Also, that blue thing never came to life and tried to kill us in the end, which I'm very thankful for. When I first jumped into that watery part of the exhibit, the first time we did it, I was like, assuming that was going to be like a hub world we would come back to and then jump into different exhibits each time. Not so. Moment of truth. Are we allowed to just walk by, or is it going to be like, I feel like I should check out that painting over there? Oh, I am allowed to just leave. Maybe I won't find my parents here or something. Oh, your father just left a moment ago to look for you. It seems you just miss each other. I see. So it's not going to end until I examine the forgotten painting anyway, and naturally, Gary is not here. Being thoroughly dead. Very well. Interesting, the candy now reads, found its way into your pocket, has a nice lemony smell. That's not what it said before, is it? Yeah, it was the hanged man that got replaced with, the forgotten whatever. I forgot what they were calling Gary in the end. Oh, I see. Mary smashed her painting to take a rose out of it, so that we would think she had a real one. Makes sense. Anyway, ending promise of reunion. There we go. That feels better. leaving it on that angle. So there we are at the end of Eve, friends. I really rather enjoyed that. Thank you all so very much for voting on it, whomever did. That was right up my alley, it was. There are only like 3 criticisms I suppose I really have of it in the end, and they're fairly mild. Number 1 is that 5 hours earlier puzzle that feels like it could have been described in a slightly better way, which is not a huge deal for one puzzle out of a game full of puzzles to be slightly below the standards of the other puzzles, which were really good. The other 2 would be, because I was enjoying it so much, I felt like it was just a wee bit too short. Like I could have done with it being like maybe an hour longer with one more section full of puzzles, but that's more because I was enjoying it rather than that the puzzles that we had were unfulfilling in any way. And the third thing is kind of, it's not exactly a criticism is probably the wrong word. It's just something I kind of would have wished for, was that, like I was saying earlier, getting a bit more actual closure on the why of all this. But it's not really necessary. I mean, I will say this ending feels much more like, it's definitely more like closure and like an ending than the base ending we got. So I feel more fulfilled on that angle. But granted, I get the idea that because we're in an art gallery full of abstract paintings, you're supposed to be like, well, the game itself is an abstract work in some ways because it's about what you interpret from it in very much a Yuminiki-like way, rather than being like a concrete story that is definitely about A, B, and C. But there are like themes throughout, like the whole parenthood thing is definitely present throughout, whether or not it's what you think the story is actually about or not. That's kind of where I settled in the end, is that there's kind of like a found family aspect to the whole thing. Dampened a little since, well, I guess it's kind of hard to tell. I mean, because I was saying earlier on when I was playing through, the vibe I was getting was that he was maybe like, didn't have the best relationship with her parents. And so here comes this good-hearted, polite stranger who immediately has a kind of authority figure relationship with her because he's like, I'm gonna get you out of here safely, kiddo. And so she kind of gloms onto him as like a better parent. That was kind of the vibe I was getting throughout. And you could argue with the scene we saw in the bed that actually it's probably more that she does have a decent relationship with her parents, but that she also wouldn't mind having a friend a bit more on her level who's like patient and nice with her, and that's kind of what Gary can be. With this ending, it kind of feels that way, like they might keep in touch. I mean, probably her parents would be weird. Like, what do you mean you met some 20-year-old at the gallery and formed a lifelong bond with him, and he's your new best friend? What are you talking about, Eve? But she still comes back to her parents in the end, so it has the feel like, it somehow feels like Eve has worked through, this is all by my interpretation, of course, because it is very abstract, but it has the feel that Eve has like worked through some of the reservations she had about the relationship with her parents, and that her and Gary bonding and being nice to each other and stuff has kind of helped them both as they parted from this otherwise awful and terrible and no good situation with some positive gains, so to speak. Some profit. I don't know, it was nice and sweet and wholesome the way it turned out in the end. Shame about Mary, though. I guess there's also a narrative element you could argue there about the dangers of getting lost in a utopian ideal that doesn't exist, which is what Mary would represent in that case, being that she is not technically a real person as of yet. But it's interesting also that Eve also basically, her actions have the ultimate say about the fate of these two. So I was joking about a trolley problem before, but in a way it is like, if you think Eve is someone who would prefer a rambunctious like sister type to a polite, kind older brother type, do you also think she'd be willing to kill a man for that? Or does she even have enough of a concept of death to understand what she's doing? I don't know, there are a lot of interesting questions this game poses, anyway, about the situation. But I totally did this end-game review wrong, because I normally start with visuals, then go music and sound design, then go gameplay, then go narrative, and I kind of started and spouted off with narrative. But anyway, I'll carry back to the beginning and try and salvage this. Oh, the visuals are gorgeous. I love the pixel art style and all these, like, CG-style things. It is fitting that a game about an art exhibition is so gosh dang pretty, but it looks gorgeous. It looks wonderful. I love the pixel art style. It does lighting really well as well, I feel like. Like areas where it's like spooky and dimly lit are always good in the way like important items glow and things. Oh, the music was a really nice and subtle touch. Kind of Yuminiki like also in a lot of ways. It's like there are a lot of pieces that feel more like contemplative. Like they're like creepy in context, but there's something really soothing about them, especially the like turquoise exhibit theme that you'll be hearing right now. I do really like the game over theme as well, though. As a game over theme, it's for one, it's really nice. There's something really like, because it really has the sound of like, and that's how our tale ends, everyone. So it's like, you just get Eve horribly minced in a guillotine, and it's like, well, you done fucked that right up, haven't you? It's like, there's a serious element of comedy to the timing with which the game over theme plays. Like I said, that guillotine jump scare is still one of my favorites in any game. Just like the flow of it from being like, there's a guillotine going up to like this extremely sudden jump scare at the moment into the cut to black, and then like a few seconds later into the game over theme. That was like, it's so funny and perfect as like a joke game, like a joke gotcha game over, because it's right after a save point too, so it's not that mean or anything. It's genuinely just for the like, haha, that's messed up of it. Which I really respect. But yeah, the music is gorgeous. It's amazing. The main theme's incredible. I love Gary's little theme. But yeah, the turquoise exhibit theme and the game over theme are probably my two favorites. In terms of gameplay, the puzzles are great. I don't have a lot more to say than that. They are really good. I enjoyed them a lot. They're just the right amount of like weird with logical through lines to them. They feel nice and varied. I never felt like I was doing the same thing from room to room. And to be clear, what I said earlier about the length of the game, I would prefer they take this length with each puzzle being unique like this, than if they had added an hour, but the extra hour was just filler puzzles that were the same as stuff you'd already done or whatever. It's kind of hard to review a game like this because it just was basically really good in almost every way. I don't have a lot to comment on each thing other than I liked it. I can expound a bit on how and why I liked it, but the fact is I liked it. And it's sort of abstract anyway, so it sometimes defies explanation. It just was good and I liked it. And that's the long and short of it. But we had a mixture of like visual puzzles versus logic puzzles versus memory puzzles, etc. I feel like it covered almost all the bounds of a puzzle you could do with this engine, for instance. And the pacing of this game was really good as well. I noticed that's probably partly why it felt so short, because it does clip along in a really satisfying way. I never felt like I was hanging around in one area for like really long, except for when I was trying every single wall in that godforsaken crayon area. It was always like you do because when you first enter a room generally, or like one of the exhibits, it's not clear where the start and end is. It's just like there are some puzzles scattered about. And then as you start doing them, you understand the way these ones connect to that. I need probably something more before I carry on this one, so I'll try the next puzzle, go back to that, this and that. It's laid out really satisfyingly, and it always feels like there's always forward momentum, which is hard to do in a game about puzzles and not action, I would think. But they nailed it. And something about the narrative, aside from the ramblings I've already made. So basically the ramblings I already had were, what is this game about? And the answer is, I don't know, probably parenthood and stuff. That's my answer, I mean, not that there isn't one, or that there aren't more answers. But the experience is way more important, I think. And I was surprised for its length how much pathos there is in Gary and Eve's relationship, especially. Like, I did actually care about them both getting out by the end. I think it's something, I don't know how to explain it, but they're like a convincing brother-sister duo type thing. Eve is a fun protagonist as well, because at first she's just like wistful, lightly spooky little girl who is a horror protagonist. And it's like, all right, yeah, sure, I've seen that before. But she's also got, I don't know if intentionally, but she has a great sense of humor. Like, there are a lot of funny joke responses you can give throughout the game that really, those little things livened her character up as well. And Gary's reaction to her as well, really kind of highlighting her eccentricities and things. Really rounded them both out in likable ways. And their relationship was just sweet to see it grow. In spite of how horrible it often is and how gruesome, there's something really warm and wholesome about this game. And that is about the final word. I friggin' all loved it. It is a shame about Mary, though. Oh, and I think I maybe covered this before. So I was earlier saying I wanted more closure, and I probably would have liked if there was just like a little bit more, and maybe there is some hint that I like missed that nudges it a bit more in the direction of like a why did Gortina's work end up this way? Like, I guess it's just like where like he's a tortured artist, therefore spooky magic ensues. And like I said, I'm no longer as convinced that Eve and her parents had like a nasty relationship, to the point that he would have been happier without them or anything like that. So that also alters my my understanding of like, if there was a round arc to this, what it would be. Also, I think I was way off the mark that Gary was supposed to be secretly Gortina. I was thinking they were hinting towards it a bit, considering it's like, why would this gallery have any desire to capture Eve of all people? I couldn't come up with anything really for Eve, except maybe that the eyes of a child are somehow, or maybe if whatever was in the paintings trying to get out, just thought a child would be easier to manipulate or whatever. But then why would they also take Gary? Maybe they thought he could put a stop to all this since he was secretly Gortina or something, but it seemed like probably that wasn't the answer. But I thought they hinted towards it a bit, because when he reads the book that says about how the ladies in the paintings are based on these like suitors that chased him, and it was all like, I feel that's exactly what I felt when those paintings were chasing me. So I thought maybe that was like, oh, I see. This is like an amnesiac Gortina or a willfully ignoring the past Gortina or something, but I think I'm probably just way wrong on that. Gary's just some guy. That is an interesting idea, though. Someone locked in an art gallery of products they made without memory of it, so they have to like confront everything that's inside them via the art. Anyway, I really liked it. That was a great game. I've got to play more of these RPG Maker horror games. What other ones are there? So Aoni, Yuminiki, Eve. I've got those 3 under my belt now. There's one called Witch's House or something like that. I'm pretty sure. There must be others though. Feel free to drop them down. You know where if you know of any other good RPG Maker horror games, because I gotta play them. Well, Omori, I guess, but that's a little different. My favorite puzzle probably was the Jewel Box one, with the logic puzzle with all the set of rules. There's something just very satisfying about working through all of that. And do let us all know what your favorite puzzle was if you had one from here. And of course, as always, feel free to let us know your thoughts on the game as a whole. It's always nice to hear. But that said, I rather enjoyed that. Happy to have it 100%ed, more or less, I assume. And with Eve completed, the playthrough order now goes: Baba Is You, The Dark Pictures Anthology Little Hope, Baba Is You, Hitman Contracts. We're starting Hitman Contracts. The first 2 games, although fairly jank, were tons of fun. And I feel like this series is going to become a mainstay on the channel somewhat. Because whenever we get into those games, it's always just like lots of laughs but also they're like cool spy movies, but games. The Hitman games they're just awesome. And I've heard Contract is supposed to be pretty good, so I'm tepidly excited. I say tepidly because I've been recommended games before that have made me very sad because they didn't live up to my expectations and all the hype I thought I'd heard of them. But somehow I feel like Hitman won't do us wrong. And we are currently here on This Baba Is You, so Hitman will be next. But in between now and the first episode of Hitman Contracts, I recorded another video that has nothing to do with any of our current Let's Plays. That was a lot of fun, and also that I spent too much time on. So it'll be Baba Is You, then that other thing, then Baba Is You again, then the Hitman Contracts episode 1. Oh, how exciting. I am a little nervous, though, because what I recall from... So Hitman, the first, like, Codename 47... The first episode wasn't that bad because the tutorial confused me a bunch, but then once we got out of it, the first mission went by smooth as butter. But then Hitman 2, the first mission was really hard. And the tutorial doesn't really explain the mechanics, so it took me like hours and hours to do it. So here's hoping Contracts is a little more upfront about what the hell I'm supposed to be doing and how the disguise system works, etc. Or that it hasn't changed all that much from Hitman 2, and so I'll be familiar with it. Here's hoping the first episode goes off without a hitch anyway. But we can get all that nonsense off the screen now, because that is all for now, my friends. Thank you so very much for coming around to this video and this playthrough. It was a true joy, and I quite loved it. Here's to you, even Gary, and Mary to a slightly lesser extent, although she's not pictured here. Thank you so very much for coming around. Hopefully I'll see you around. Admiral's gonna be out of here now. Peace! Anything you two want to say before we leave here? We're gonna say goodbye to these bunch in a minute now. Bye. Goodbye, everyone. Eve, anything you want to say? You put me on the spot here. I didn't really have anything prepared. I just kind of went through a whole life-changing experience where I got hit by the guillotine and stuff, so I think I'm not really in the mood right now. That is very... Gary, anything? No, I also need to sleep for like a week to get through the stress and trauma of all that, so I have nothing important or smart to say, I'm afraid. Okay, well, that's fine. We love you two anyways, and thank you so much for being the main characters of this. You really did a good job as main characters, except for when I made you make bad choices. But let's not examine who is to blame for that. Thank you, everyone. Bye. See you later. Love you so much. See you. Okay, if we became the wall, we could push it or something. Flag is flag, so that means I can't, because that's up there, I can't say flag is jelly. That's like, it's like immutable. I can push it, or I could not, I could say it's no longer pushed and I could just walk through it, which, oh no, it's become stop. Oh, flag is stopped.